we get started, I'd like everybody to turn to the person next to them and tell them one dream they have. It could be that you want a new job, you want to start a company, you want to get married, you want to have a baby. These dreams are only a fraction of what's happening on the internet. Welcome, everybody, to the decade of the creator. When I was younger, I used to go visit the computer and visit the internet. Then the internet started following us everywhere we go. So great inventions like Uber and Airbnb came and transformed the world. This decade is all about community and brand, but most importantly, it's about you. What do you care about? What do you want? What are your hopes? What are your dreams? Can you describe yourself to millions of people online? And if you think this doesn't pertain to you, you're wrong. The most respected people in our societies are needing to have a platform on social media. In fact, the younger generation trusts platforms like TikTok, which are banned in India, because they're so influential in changing your mind so easily. I was named top 10 influential women to look out for this month. My company has made Forbes 30 Under 30, and I have spent a decade creating a platform for underdogs around the world to have access to share their hopes and dreams and to share the most valuable resource on the planet, our view, our images. As Pankaj said, 90% of us are already using AI. It's a part of our daily lives. And we are in the most creative generation in all of history. Our challenge is to really change the world's perceptions, bring us closer together, have connections with every single person on the planet, no matter where they are, through seeing. Seeing is believing, and now we can see every single corner of the planet through our smartphones. During COVID, I understood that Shakespeare wrote his best plays. And similarly, the bubonic plague took out half of Europe, even children. Afterwards, the world was so gloomy that the Renaissance opened up the world of creativity, a time where even till today, we take our whole life savings just to go visit the Sistine Chapel and see Michelangelo's work and Leonardo da Vinci. And guess what? A bigger time than that is happening now, right in front of us, in the creative revolution. It might not look the same, but years from now, they'll look back and see the creativity that has been sparked from this massive tragedy of our lifetime. Everybody in this room is a part of the 1%. The 99% are being left behind, begging for connections, wanting to make a better life for themselves, figuring out how they can make money with this incredible resource and all the dreams they have inside. So where did this middle class go? And how hard it is to make some money? How many jobs do you need? How many skills do you need? That's what this mass is figuring out in this next generation. This is one incredible artist on our platform. She says, I went down an emotional spiral. I was feeling hopeless and lost in darkness. And as our culture is so important to so many, she had a dream about her grandpa with this burst of inspiration and this visual dream that she had of this big, long white table, and everybody she knew was sitting on it. She got the motivation and wrote a book. This artist has designed covers now of Disney movies through Scopio and have all of her dreams now activated with the talent that she has intrinsically. This is one of the first Scopio users, Abhi, and he believes that AI is an avenue to further his art, very centered on cultural exploration in Delhi. Abhi says, turning a blind eye is not helpful. It's already here. So using these ancient, incredible history that a place like India has and all the diversity that it holds, and using these new tools are ways in which artists are thinking. The truth is, AI is not creative. We are creative. And true creativity is why we're human beings. And you see this creativity in every part of the world. And people are trying to express that even in places where they're not even allowed to do so. In fact, sometimes even posting a picture can get you killed. So we have ChatGPT. Can it make me a millionaire? We have artists all around the world sitting, asking, is this idea worth it? I have this idea, but what should I do for the next 7 days? Can you give me a business plan? How do I get people to work for me? See, the smart people know, the ones that are able to get ahead, is that your ideas are great. How many people thought of a photo sharing app? Probably many. What it takes is how fast you can put those ideas in motion and how you can connect the dots, asking the first question, then the second question, then the third question, until you get to a prototype, an MVP, something you can really share with other people. No matter who you are and what you're thinking about, every idea needs to have legs in order to move forward. That is where all of the insecurities can stop and the machine can help you get to the next point if you emotionally can't get there. We also live in the biggest era of mistrust and fear. I had 200,000 people talking about me that Scopio was a scam. Do not download for a job. How could a company like this give me, a nobody, an opportunity? Others are on Twitter asking people, stop stealing my pictures and pretending it's you. And there are AIs that are literally trying to destroy humanity. The issue is that AI mirrors our discrimination, our biases, and now we have AI-generated images to really confuse us even more. These images are created from stock photos. They're not real. How many people here are parents? Who wants to receive a phone call saying, with a kid's face that looks like yours but not yours, asking for $1 million? There's some scary stuff out there. There's trying to be rules that are put in place. And if this was me building this platform, that high five would look like my skin, like my hand. We even will be able to talk to animals soon. These leaders are responsible for reinforcing positive connections. It is not how social media works. We created these bias systems. We are the one creating bullying systems that is perpetuating this. So as leaders, let's think, how can we make our algorithms more positive and encouraging? Pat me on the back for this thing that I'm creating. They also hold our history. It could be our saving grace. Do people really deserve $35 to create the Nike logo when we could be giving them millions based on equity and ownership? Let's say of this conference, an artist gets 1% of the earnings and creates all the art for the conference that's so valuable to our experience. These are all the people on Scopio's platform. Creativity is everywhere, and what we have is valuable. We each have about 15,000 images sitting on our smartphones. Distributing them for the world can create a closer world where we can all learn so much about each other's cultures. I went on a mission to be able to license and sell within minutes. This is something AI can do. Otherwise, could take multiple months with competitors to even get that image sold and distributed. There are over 7,000 skills on Scopio. The visual arts are exploding, and every day there is a new skill set. The truth is I failed. 10 years ago, I tried to save images from an important event, to me, the Arab Spring. I couldn't do it. I built an AI engine that captured these images and curated 60 million incredible historical images. When I went to go distribute them to Associated Press and the New York Times, I didn't have the rights to do so. It took me 10 years to build a platform where I could instantly get access and license and permission to distribute these images, which allowed me to document the most important event of my lifetime. Thank you, everybody.